From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Well, of course, the big story for today is going to be the fact that we've got more thunderstorms in the forecast. I mean, this is one of those situations where we think about it kind of going over the past 2 weeks and think to ourselves, can we catch a break? I mean, a lot of those thunderstorms. Now, we did the last few days, but we've got one more day of potential for some strong thunderstorms. And I think it's going to be Trinity County that will get hit the hardest, but northern Humboldt County and parts of Del Norte, western Siskiyou County, all seeing the potential for some pretty strong thunderstorms. And that's all in the area of where the fires are. And, you know, the rain is nice, but the winds and the lightning that are associated with those thunderstorms, that's not so great. So after today, though, it's looking more promising for less thunderstorm activity. In fact, looks like maybe even no thunderstorm activity after today through the rest of this week, this weekend, and most likely through most of next week as well. Cooler, too. We're going to keep those temperatures down. They're going to see a spike in their temperatures today, but they'll go down after that with no major heat waves in the forecast anytime soon after that. Now, the smoke is really just going to kind of stay within the area of the fires. We can see here in western Siskiyou County later this afternoon and tonight, and then it kind of pushes a little bit to the south. So it's mainly in this area here where we're seeing most of the smoke, which is to be expected. Now, we look at the hour-by-hour forecast. You got the haze, you got the smoke in certain locations. And there it is. Some of the inlet areas could see some thunderstorms, especially in northern Humboldt County, Del Norte County, and western Siskiyou County. And for the coast, most likely looking at dry conditions. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast in Trinity County, yeah, there it is. There are the lightning strikes. That's what we don't want to see. We want to see the raindrops, but not so the lightning strikes. Temperatures, though, are going to be right around 90 for those daytime highs for Trinity County. So kind of just looking at the overall pattern here, what we've got here is this low pressure. That's our saving grace for no heat waves. This heat off to our east is trying to build in, but this cooler air is preventing that from really happening. So let's take a look at Futurecast, talk about the chances for thunderstorms. Here you can see at the noon hour, it's dry still, but you can see as we go through the afternoon, you see how it starts in southern Trinity County, makes its way northward into Humboldt County, Del Norte County, western Siskiyou County as well. This will continue in this general area. And think about where most of the activity is. This is where most of the fires are, right? Of course, we have some fires here and some fires here, and that's going to be impacted by that through the afternoon. But you'll notice we're really not seeing much in the way of activity here for southern Humboldt County. So it looks like it just depends on where you are. And then it's gone after that. And the good news is, as we take you through Friday afternoon and even into Saturday, we're just not seeing any new activity developing here. So that's the good news coming out of this. Now, temperature-wise, we're going to be the upper 80s, low 90s. No big changes. We can see a little bit of a spike today and another little bit of a spike on Sunday, but overall, 85 to 90 degrees. No major heat waves heading our way. And the wave height's not that bad today either. So if you do have to be on a boat, should be in pretty good shape, and especially as we take you into tomorrow afternoon. Here's your marine forecast for today. Your winds from the north at 5 to 10 knots, waves from the northwest at 6 feet at about 8 seconds, and there is your low tide. It was at 11:09. Your high tide will be at 6:08 this afternoon, and no advisories, at least for the immediate coast. All right, so I want to just I have a few things I have to explain here. Number one, of course, the thunderstorms here, that's a very good chance. You'll see that we got lightning strikes in Garberville. I don't think that's going to happen. We'll call it partly cloudy, temperatures in the low 80s. We take you out to Willow Creek, 98, 96 for Hoopa. Yes, we could see thunderstorms there. And then, of course, for the immediate coast, we're talking about temperatures in the 70s, even some 60s in there. At least the immediate coast in the mid-60s. You start hanging a little bit more inland. Temperatures do get a little bit warmer. All right, so here is your 7-day outlook. It's dry. Now, here's the thing, too. Crescent City is uncomfortably close to those thunderstorms, which means we could see a stray shower, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm this evening. But for now, I'm keeping it dry. There's a chance for thunderstorms, isolated thunderstorms for Weaverville. And then, of course, after that, it's done. We're not seeing any more lightning strikes in the forecast. Let's take a look at your 7-day outlook for Eureka. Dry conditions, temperatures in the mid-60s on average after today with a high of about 68, but 65 to 66 here for Friday through the weekend and into early next week.